What is going on, guys? Today I'll be making a quick video on the best websites that I use when looking for stocks throughout my daily regimen when researching stocks, and these websites are all free to use. They do have a premium availability, just as an FYI, but in this video I'll showcase why the free versions are very good and you don't really need the premium versions. So for the first website I have is Walmart.com. So on their homepage, you can see some major news on the US markets, as well as sector overviews, a heat map, some of the stocks that are declining, advancing, the stocks that you recently viewed, as well as the top gainers and the top losers. So this is pretty useful, but the main part of this website that I use is just looking for research on financials of stocks. So let's go ahead and show you an example. So we have Facebook here. As we can see, Facebook, it shows you the market cap, revenue, income, the PE ratios, price to book ratios, as well as its debt ratio. This is really useful. Some of the stuff that I definitely look at is their institutional ownership as well as insider ownership. And they also have quotes right here, and you can also see the graphs, how they've been doing over the years, also useful. So if we go down here, we see news for the company on what dates and how that's affecting the stock. This can definitely help you when you're looking to day trade the stock. They do have their SEC filings, over here, the 10Ks. So you can always go ahead and do your due diligence and research those. You can see their insider trading as well. So when people within the company are selling the stocks or buying their stocks, can help you make your decision as well. Another thing I like to look at is the comparable companies for sure, because you want to see your competition, how the competition is doing, as opposed to the company that you're looking to buy, as well as their financials right here. You can go through their balance sheets as well as their income statements and their cash flows. So definitely do your research. And this is another thing I like to look at is institutional shareholders, how they're doing in terms of the stock, whether they're buying the stock, whether they're closing their positions, what's happening in regards to the big money as well. Another website I have for you guys is Finviz.com. So on their homepage, you can see how the market is doing, the Dow, the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, also the top gainers, the top losers, and they also showcase some of the big headlines. So this helps you find out exactly what's happening in the market on the day. Let's go ahead and look at the news section. On the news section, they have individual stocks, how they're doing exactly, what major news and catalysts are affecting stocks. So very useful when you're looking to see what stocks to invest into and what stocks to day trade as a catalyst. So the screener, this is a really big part of this website, and this is what I use a lot. The screener is really useful when I'm trying to find out stocks based on fundamentals, as well as some of the stocks that are just hitting the marks that I want to invest into. So their map also has a heat map. This is useful when you're trying to see an overview of the market, how the market is doing, and over a period of time as well. Very useful. Also looking at their groups, you can see how the sectors are doing and how that's being effective over time as well. So overall, this website is really useful. I mostly use it for the screener feature, as it can help me find some of the stocks that I want to invest into. The next website I have for you guys is Simplywall.st. This is another really useful website that I use when researching some stocks. So for example, when I go to Facebook, they give you executive summary of the stock. Also, they showcase whether the stock is trading below their fair value price and how they expect earnings to go. So let's go ahead and look at the share price and news. So they give you a general graph as well as what they expect from Facebook from a year from now, 7 days from now. Very useful when looking at the company. They also give you a little bit about how Facebook is doing compared to the industry as well as the market. So that's also really useful. So let's go ahead and look at the valuation. They expect Facebook to be increasing at a 10.7 rate. So this is useful because you're able to see how fast Facebook is going to increase based on an estimate. And this can be really useful when looking for intrinsic value. This is one of the websites I use when I'm looking for my intrinsic value to see at exactly what rate they're increasing. So another useful is their share price versus their fair value. So you know exactly what you're buying into and whether you're buying into an overvalued company. That's useful, and they go ahead and showcase some of their ways that they calculate this through their price to earnings, price to growth, price to book. that's also useful, and the future growth is useful as well when looking at how long you are looking to hold the company. So they also go ahead and give you a detail on the past performance of the company, so you know exactly what type of company you're investing into, how they did, what their short-term assets are compared to the liabilities. So overall, I use this website when I'm doing my research, and I'm also using to use calculations as well. They have a really good amount of information, and this is all free. They go ahead and showcase their management, their ownership. You get a really good understanding of the company through this website. The next website I have for you guys is Morningstar.ca. This is another useful website that I use when looking and doing my research. So let's go ahead and look at an example of Facebook. See what exactly Morningstar shows about Facebook. So they go ahead and give you some of the trailing returns, some of the basic information about Facebook, and the graph as well, and the quote that they're currently at. Um, you can go ahead and just look at their short interest as well. So this is another company that helps you do research. There's also an analyst, what they're saying about the company, what they feel is the correct price for the company. And the main reason I kind of like using this company is it gives you a clear and clean view of looking at their financials, how the company's been doing over the years, what their return on assets is, their balance sheet, cash flow. So really useful in regards to doing research and finding valuation of companies that you feel are good before you invest into them. So the next pick I have for you guys is WeBull Desktop. This is not really a website, but it's more like a platform, trading platform. But I don't really use this platform. But the main reason I use this is for their data as well as some of the information that they provide. So they have a really clean data section, live data. So I use this for my watch list, as well as they have profiles. You can go ahead and get a good overview of the stock, and they have really good news as well on their section, while also giving you a good understanding of their financials of the company, analyst views, order flow. This overall platform is really accessible, and it gives you a lot more options, and it's completely free as well without you actually having to open an account with WeBull. Another thing I really like about WeBull is their screener. They provide you a good screener that's really useful, and they also give you pre-market data. So that's also really nice when looking at companies. Personally, this is a platform I really like using, and it's good for paper trading as well. So if you want to look into that, that's also good. But I really like using this website for their data as well as some of the news section that they offer. So another company I really like is tipranks.com, and this website goes ahead and shows you analyst understanding of the company, whether they think it's a strong buy or not, and what price targets they have for the company in the future. Very useful for that regard, and it goes ahead and shows you more information regarding news, insiders, as well as investor overviews, how the company's been doing over a long period of time. For my next pick I have for you guys is Yahoo Finance. This is also another great website. This goes ahead and shows you all the information that you need when researching your stock. Um, they have news down here. They also showcase some of the picks as well as how earnings have been increasing for your particular company. They have charts right here. You can go ahead and go all the way back to 5 year to max as well. So that's always nice. You can also look at what other individuals are saying about the company, looking at the statistics, while also looking at historical data of the company, which is also nice. But the primary reason I really like this company is the way they have their financials structured, and you can go ahead and look into the cash flow and your balance sheet really quickly and go ahead and do your analysis of the company before you're looking to buy or sell the stock. For my final pick I have for you guys is seekingalpha.com. So this is another really good website, free, and it goes ahead and shows you analysis done by other individuals about the company, how they could benefit, and it goes ahead and shows you all those details as well. So let's go back. They also have the graphs and news about the company, how the company is doing, while also being able to look at the financials um, of the company, the earnings, and the value. So this is another really good website when you're looking to do your research, because it can definitely show you the things that are going good with the company while also giving you a little bit of indication of what's going badly with the company, because you want to, if you're looking to hold a company, you want to know everything about the company, so you can have the highest conviction and you can avoid selling the company when it drops, and make sure you're not losing out on your investment. Well, that's the end of the video. These are some of the best tools that you can be using right now. They're really strong picks, phenomenal choices. I would recommend you look at these three choices when you're doing your fundamental research of the company. So firstly, we have is Wallmind.com, then we have Finwiz.com, thirdly, Simplywall.st, Morningstar.ca, WeBull Desktop platform, TipRanks.com, yahoofinance.com, and finally seekingalpha.com. So really phenomenal choices, and you should definitely look into these. And if you enjoyed the video, like is much appreciated. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful rest of your day.